Lately, I've been noticing how certain images quietly return in my paintings, almost like thoughts finding their way back. Sometimes a painting tells you it's finished, and sometimes it asks for a few more quiet conversations. I spent a little time sitting with this one, softening edges, adjusting the light, and letting it settle. Starting a new canvas always feels like stepping into silence. I usually begin very loosely, letting ink move across the surface before I try to control anything. Slowly, the figure begins to appear. At this stage, I'm not thinking about details, only the gesture, the direction of the face, and the quiet mood the painting seems to be asking for. I'm often drawn to these contemplative expressions, moments where it feels like someone is listening inward, following a thought that hasn't fully formed yet. This is usually the moment when the painting begins to speak back. I start building the form very gently, layer by layer, trying to keep the softness while slowly creating structure. The background is important to me. Instead of painting the space around the figure, I like letting the atmosphere slowly grow behind her. The neck and shoulders often carry a quiet elegance in a portrait. I try to keep them luminous, almost as if light is softly passing through the form. And now, I feel myself moving a little further away from strict realism, letting the painting become more about atmosphere and feeling. back in the studio again. This is always my favorite part of the day. At some point, the bird appeared almost naturally. I often find myself wondering how our thoughts move through us. Some arrive quietly, almost like they are landing for a moment, and then just as gently, they take flight again. Near the end, I usually step back and look for small imbalances. Places where the eye needs to move more freely across the painting. Often the final touches are simply about light, bringing a little more clarity to the form. Lately, I feel like my voice as an artist is slowly beginning to take shape. Each painting reveals a little more about the direction I want to explore. And perhaps that's what finding your voice really is. Not a sudden breakthrough, but slowly recognizing the images that keep returning to you. You enjoy watching paintings slowly come to life. You can subscribe and follow along as the journey continues. Thank you for spending some time in my studio today.